Hello. This is my first video blog on YouTube. I used to blog a little bit more on GameSpot.com back in the day, talking about what I've been playing, what I've been doing, stuff like that. But for people that don't know me, my name's Art. I go to Central Michigan University in their MBA program, and I like to talk about games. So let's get down to that. Oh wait, one more little aside. I'm used to blogging on a webcam, but right now I'm using my iPhone with the front-facing camera, so it's actually a little strange to look at yourself while you're talking. So if my eyes dart, it's not because I don't want to look in the camera. It's more I don't want to look at myself. So with that being said, if you've been following my Twitter or my website or talking to me or seeing me on Xbox Live, the thing that I've been playing the most is Mass Effect 2 recently. I actually got Mass Effect 2 right when it first came out, but for one reason or another, just had some different priorities at the time. I just didn't start it until a couple weeks back. But once I started it, I got completely hooked in, and Mass Effect 2 is straight up a massive, sorry for the pun, a massive improvement over the first Mass Effect. Mostly in terms of the combat. The story in Mass Effect 1 was excellent. The last few hours were mind-blowingly good. And Mass Effect 2 completely keeps that going. The story is, still top-notch. I love all the tie-ins from, your first game. Even, just side characters come up that you wouldn't even think you would remember, but you actually do, and they have some impact on the story, which was really neat to see. But yeah, the combat. In the first Mass Effect, I kind of get the feeling that they were a little bit more focused on getting the story right, and they weren't as focused at getting the shooting at a level where it really needed to be. There's guns in there, there's the whole third-person shooter aspect to the game, but it really felt a little sloppy, to be honest. Whereas in Mass Effect 2, there's just the feel of the guns just was vastly improved in my mind. I talk a little bit more in depth. I don't really want to spoil anything on a video blog. I talk a little bit more about the characters and the decisions and the impacts and all that good stuff on my website. And if I can figure it out, I'll put some links on the video for you to click on if you so choose, if you want that. So just be warned, if you do click on them, that they will be heavily spoilered. So just be aware of that. But moving on to the next game that I've been playing after Mass Effect, it's Halo Reach, and I only played about an hour to an hour and a half of Halo Reach, but I have one good impression and one not so good impression of the game, and I'll just start off with my good impression first, and that's I really like how streamlined the game seems to be, and what I mean by that is that there's no loading times, so you start off and you're instantly being transported to your next location. So you finish a mission. A mission finish might be a door slamming shut when Covenant are attacking, or a mission ends when you're transported from a helicopter to a new location to fight New Covenant. But there's no loading screen when you do all of these things. It's all seamless. It's all it's all there. And I really wish that games came to a point where they didn't need loading screens, but that's not really feasible at this point. Mass Effect had tons of loading screens when you went from the second floor to the fourth floor of your ship, the Normandy. But that the loading screens are kind of a reminder of you're playing a video game right now, and the more that you can eliminate those, the better. And Halo Reach seems to be doing that, and that's very commendable. Aside from that, I guess I have one other good thing to say, and it's not really insightful, but it's it's a Halo game, and Halo is very familiar to me and other people at this point. It has the same feel, everything. I hate to use the same word again, but it just feels right. All the guns, what more can I say? It feels like a Halo game, and that's a good thing. But the one bad thing, and it's not a major thing, but it's just kind of a like a come on. Bungie has had close to a decade now to figure out teammate AI when it comes to the Warthog, and I don't really like driving the Warthog, so every Halo game I'll try riding shotgun and see how that goes, and it doesn't go very well. The AI runs into trees, or constantly gets stuck and gets you killed, and you would think that they could figure that out. I realize it's a hard thing to do, but I mean, come on. You've had 10 years. You gotta figure that out by now. I mean, come on. But, yeah, when I do another video blog, I'll probably have, more in-depth impressions about the story, but right now I'm mostly in simply the introduction phase, so those are just my, first impressions of Halo, and I'll talk about it a little bit more. The last thing I've been doing is playing a little bit of PlayStation Move. My first video that I did here was just a simple unboxing, but I've gotten a little bit more hands-on time with it, particularly with Sports Champion, and I really like that game, despite some of its content flaws. So a lot of the games just are very responsive. There's times where in beach volleyball, I'll move out to do a dive and it goes forward, but that's few and far between. It really gets you engaged in the game. I know when I was playing beach volleyball earlier, I was jumping up to do spikes. I was really getting into it. So just the overall responsiveness is top notch in Sports Champion, and I mean, honestly, it's pretty bare bones, but just core functionality, excellent game. And I really do hope that Sony finds the time to patch in a online mode to that. Offline only is so fun for so long, and having online is so important. And I don't understand. Maybe it was they didn't have enough development time for it, but getting online would make that game infinitely better and a excellent value. And I do hope that I see on the back that they have downloadable content plan, adding new games. I'm all for that. Adding just more life to that game through, I'd like to see, a baseball mini game. That'd be solid. Hockey, sure. But I actually have to cut this off now. I see I'm going about 10 minutes now, so talk to you guys later. I hope you guys like the blog. If you have any suggestions on how I can improve, let me know, and I'll talk to you later.